Let me welcome you inside the State Champs Sports Network studios for another edition of State Champs at the State Championships. This show will focus on the 2019 MHSAA Girls Tennis Lower Peninsula Finals. We've got coverage of all four divisions from our cameras all over the state of Michigan. I'm your host, Lauren Plant, and this program is presented by Lawrence Technological University. The forecast for this year's finale was scary in the fact that the traditional powerhouses were back and ready to dominate again, but we also had some fresh faces who stole the show. Sit back, get ready for all of it. Let's start with Division 4. Bloomfield Hills Sacred Heart is so good. Winners of 5 of the last 7 titles, favorites again going into this one.
The day started off with the sun beating down on the courts, but Mother Nature came knocking on the door with some rain soon after. And we start with one doubles. Number 1 seeded Bloomfield Hills Sacred Heart, consisting of Reagan Beatty and Annie Keating on the far side as they took on Bellis Hardman and Lily Montgomery from North Muskegon. Reagan Beatty shot too fast for the Norseman reaction, but the Norsemen fighting back after they find themselves in a hole. Bellis Hardman taking the ball wide, and the return is the perfect storm for Lily Montgomery. There's the kill as North Muskegon clings back to life. Sacred Heart took the first set 6-1, and right here on the verge of taking the match. The great volley between the two teams, and that is until Reagan Beatty smashes this one for the one doubles win for Bloomfield Hills Sacred Heart.
We were trying to just find who was the weaker player and
get it cross court.
Hit it cross court.
Hit it cross court.
And just play aggressive and just keep doing everything we've been working on the whole season. And just if we're down, stay positive and just keep fighting. Honestly, just have a lot. We wanted to have a lot of fun. We're cousins.
Yeah.
So just make a lot of great memories on the courts. Honestly.
Now to two dubs. Traverse City St. Francis had AJ Flannery and Mary Malby represent the Gladiators as they took on the top seed from Sacred Heart, Nolan Krosnier and Marissa Nafso. The volley would not last long when Krosnier, with too much muscle behind that one. However, TCSF would fall in the first set 6-2. Bloomfield Hills Sacred Heart was on point in the two doubles match. Nolan Krosnier is at the right place, right time as AJ Flannery tries to sneak in the drop shot, signed, sealed, and delivered. Sacred Heart wins this one 6-1 and are your two doubles champions. Three doubles saw Portland's Novelle Matheson and Julia Savage taking on top-seeded Katie Myers and Serena Seneker from Sacred Heart. The great volley between the two teams quickly got intense. Serena Seneker with the quick flip that will be driven into the net. Sacred Heart came away with the win in 3 dubs in 2 sets, 6-3 and 6-0. Matheson and Savage are your 3 doubles champions. The last flight in 4 doubles. Sacred Heart once again with the top seed as Catherine Blumberg and Hannah Kakis took on Monroe St. Mary CC's Sarah El-Rassi and Emma Halserman. Here, Sarah El-Rassi with the smash hit for SMCC. Sacred Heart would come out on top in 4 dubs as well. First set won by a score of 6-1, and here, Catherine Blumberg with the soft shot the SMCC cannot catch up to. Sacred Heart with the sweeping victories in all doubles matches for the ladies in purple. To the singles matches, Jenna Sheets from Grosse defeated Hannah Hodgson from SMCC in the 4 singles flight in 2 sets, and here is Sheets' teammate, top-seeded Jessica Schutt, as she took on Ann Gladstone from Royal Oak Shrine. Schutt controlling the flow, putting Gladstone out of position as Schutt drives this one down the line. Schutt would take the first set 6-1, and she looks to close this one out in dominating fashion. The volley looked to be anyone's point, that is until Schutt steps up and hits this one right into your face. Jessica Schutt takes this one 6-1, and she is your number 2 singles champion. The number 3 singles flight saw number 1 seeded Taylor Kennedy from Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central squaring up against Madeline Vitu from Clarkston Everest. This is one of the longest volleys of the day, back and forth between the two competitors. Taylor and back to Madeline. Something has got to give, right? Finally, Taylor Kennedy spots her opportunity to lay down the smackdown. Taylor Kennedy will take the match in 2 sets as she is crowned champion for St. Mary Catholic Central. Now to the top match of the day in 1 singles. top-seeded Melanie Zampardo from University Liggett battling against freshman Mariah McNally from Clarkson Everest. This match went the distance as both student athletes showed us a power of display as the match went on throughout the day. McNally getting the lucky bounce here off the net. Zampardo defeated McNally twice during the regular season. Here, the back and forth volley between the two, that is until Zampardo goes the opposite way for the point. Zampardo takes the first set 6-2. But Everest McNally would rally in the second set, giving Zampardo a taste of her own medicine. The forehand shot going the other way, getting the point. McNally takes the second set 6-4. The story of the underdog is always a good one, and the pen on the paper wrote that McNally can hang with the big dogs in her first year of competition. The hustle, work ethic, and great coaching will lift Mariah McNally here. She gets the job done, and she is your one singles champion. Congrats to all the ladies on their performances. Bloomfield Hill Sacred Heart is your 2019 Division IV Girls Tennis Champions.
Let's move on to Division III, and what can you say about Detroit Country Day? In 2019, going for a four-peat. However, after Friday, Cranbrook was giving them their money's worth. Let's see what went down in Nova.
Elle Hart-G from Detroit Country Day was taking on Haley Toigo from Forest Hills Eastern. Toigo with the nice return off the serve, and she would get the early point. The senior Hart-G, looking for back-to-back singles titles, was dominant in this one the rest of the way, locking in to take the match in straight sets.
I was nervous, I think we all were, because especially as seniors, because it was our last time being on the court. And Jane, who's our coach, talked to me in between, and it wasn't even necessarily about tennis, but it just really loosened me up and got me excited to play and to have fun in my last match.
Over to four doubles. Krista Kokura and Maddie Wagner from Allegan had the top seed in the flight. A good front presence would pay off as they take the first set. But Grand Rapids Christian Grace Maurer and Callista Bramer would get the final say, taking the last two sets. Here they get the point with some strong hits to take the deciding set 6-2. The Eagles would finish third overall as a team.
Well, I'm just so proud of her coming up from JV, and she really took it to the court and did it really well.
I'm just proud of her for guiding me through this and always helping me out through the times where we get down and stuff, and to always just keep my head up.
Up to two doubles now. Rosie Feinblum and Samiran Nakaraju, coming in number 2, showed a lot of fight, winning the volley as DCD hits it out of bounds. But the Jackets pair of Rue Wyack and Lana Haddad would show why they were the top seed, taking both sets and getting the point here with the nice corner shot down the line. Switch it back to four singles where Fruitport's Hannah Kelly was up against Cranbrook's Charlotte Brown. A nice volley here is finished by Kelly's power hit that cannot be returned. The freshman Brown would show out for her Cranes, being the only one winning her flight. Here making Kelly go cross-court, but to no avail. Her effort would help CK finish runners-up as a team for the second year in a row.
It's amazing. It feels so good. I was really trying to work on my angles with the shots and just trying to make my opponent move a lot. I just want to give a big thanks to Coach Grant, Mr. Spear, and Allison Motea for coaching an amazing season, and my team. I love you all.
Now we go to three singles. Holland Christian's Hope Rhodes taking on two-time champ Alexis Nardicchio from DCD. Rhodes gets the point here, making Nardicchio play a tough ball that sails out. But the Jackets Junior was hungry for that three-peat title. Her nice backhand shot would be too much as she goes on to win both sets 6-1 and 6-0.
It feels pretty amazing. It's really nice. We all put in all the work during the season, and it's amazing that it pays off.
Back over to one doubles between Grand Rapids Christian and Country Day. Eagles pair of Maya Barbie and Lauren Peel played a solid match, getting one here as DCD hits the net. Tara Romani and Nina Kagani, however, were quite the dynamic, both being a threat all day and finishing the back and forth front net volley. They won in straight sets 6-3 and 6-2. Back to singles for the top flight. Country Day three-time champ Monique Carew against Cranbrook's Nina Govila. Govila had her hands full but made some nice plays. Here she gets the point, putting it out of Carew's reach. It's not every day you get to see a four-peat from an individual in tennis, but Carew would make it so in the second set, making Govila play it back into the net for the winner.
I honestly don't know if I would have been able to do it if we didn't have like such a good team dynamic. We're all just so incredibly close, and high school season is just like something I look forward to every single year. And yeah, I mean, it's the best. I love my team, and yeah, I'm gonna miss it so much.
Back to back to back to back!
And finally, in three doubles, we had quite a battle. Allegan's Delaney Heckman and Madi Laden with the top seed getting the point to help tie the match, splitting the first two sets. Due to rain, this match was delayed twice and moved indoors for the deciding set. Country Day would continue its dominance on the day as Maria Cecilia and Rachel Jeong worked together and finish it off with authority.
We came inside and they couldn't like cheer for us, but when we were outside, I was like really grateful that they were out there to like support us, and that really helped me. It was, even though we couldn't hear them for the last third set, it was nice to see that they were getting excited too on the inside and cheering and waving about.
DCD wins the day and takes their fourth straight Division III state championship crown with a final score of 33.
It was literally weather the storm, and so then the girls were teasing me as I had said weather the storm, and then all of a sudden a literal storm rolled through, and then we had to run inside. So that was just the theme, and I think that they did a good job of that this whole weekend of, okay, if we lose a point, we lose a game, it's not going to faze us, we're going to just keep grinding, and thankfully we were victorious.
I don't think we could have gotten a better group of girls who kind of fulfill all the personalities that you would want in the leadership on a high school team. Like, they're hilarious, everybody loves them, they're also caring and also very responsible as our captains especially. We're just like outstanding players, but even better people the whole time.
We'll miss them for sure next year as they graduate, but it was a pleasure having them on our team.
Do yourself a favor and follow, like, and subscribe to all of our social media channels. We are super active on Instagram's IGTV as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So check it out, and thank you for supporting the channel. In Division II girls tennis, it's pretty much been Grand Rapids, Forest Hills Northern, Birmingham Seaholm, and Birmingham Marion. 15 of the last 16 seasons. East Grand Rapids, the only outlier in 2017. All of those teams were in it to win it in 2019. Let's check it out.
We stay inside for the Division II Tennis State Finals out at Hope College, and we start with two singles. Freshman Liz Novak, the top seed out of Mattawan High School, was going up against Alba Delapana from Forest Hills Northern. After a good back-and-forth volley, Novak in the near court with the nice winner down the line, she takes the first set 6-1. We had another back-and-forth volley in the second set between Novak and Delapana. It would be the 9th grader Novak with the nice forehand winner. She wins in straight sets and claims the number 2 singles title. Mattawan finished in 5th as a team. Next to one singles. Sloan Teskey out of East Grand Rapids coming in search of her 3rd straight state crown, as she was matched up against Abigail Saminsky from Forest Hills Northern. And this would be a contested match throughout. In the near court, following a good volley, it would be Saminsky with the crisp cross-court backhand winner. Teskey, who is committed to the University of Toledo, would come right back. Here's the lob shot that gets right over Saminsky. Sloan would go on to take the first set 6-3. It would be all Teskey in the second set. The backhand winner in the corner, as she would go on to claim her 3rd straight one singles title. The Pioneers would end up in 4th place overall.
This feels amazing. It was just so much fun to have my family, my friends, and all my teammates here just supporting me and cheering me on.
Birmingham Seaholm came in the defending state champs, and they would have themselves a day in the doubles matches. In 4 dubs, Ashley Buchner and Remy Maynard for the Maples in the far court, going toe-to-toe with Sarah Karegian and Elizabeth Meath of Bloomfield Hills Marion. The duo from Seaholm would come through with the straight sets win. We had another battle between Marion and Seaholms in 3 doubles. The top seeds Regat Almsadi and Gigi Kalabit for the Mustangs facing off against Charlie Kuchman and Sophia Manzo for Seaholm. After splitting the first 2 sets, Kuchman and Manzo would win the 3rd set 6-2 to get the 3 doubles win. Next to 2 doubles, the 1 seeds Brooke Fort and Lily Trinch of Birmingham Seaholm going up against Abigail Zhang and Lilia Henkel. After winning the first set 7-6, Fort and Trinch would come away with the win in the second to claim the 2 doubles crown, and the Maples would sweep all the doubles flights. Madison Dominato and Emily Hirsch were the top seed in 1 doubles, and after dropping the first set, they would win the final 2, 6-1 and 6-0 to claim the victory. Birmingham Seaholm would end the day the Division II state runners-up. Forest Hills Northern looking to win its first state title in 5 years. In three singles, Isabella Paul for Northern was facing Romika Shikoe. Nice back and forth volley between the two, and it would be Paul in the near court with the backhand winner. She would go on to win 2-1. And finally, to four singles. Alexia Pena for the Huskies was going up against Greta Alberti of Birmingham Seaholm. Pena is there in front of the net for the smash, and she goes on to win in straight sets. As Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern goes on to win its first girls tennis state championship since 2014.
It's really special. I had so much fun playing this season with all the girls, and I'm just really happy I got to do this. I'm just really happy right now. I'm kind of in shock a little bit, and I'm just super happy that our team got to win states.
It's real special for us. Anytime you win a state championship, we work hard all year, and this is something we look forward to, playing in the state championship and winning. So it's very special.
One more division to get to, and that is our annual trip to Midland in Division I. The Northfield Mustangs, the defending champs, but there are so many traditional powerhouses that it always seems to go down to the wire. Bloomfield Hills, Ann Arbor Pioneer, Grosse Pointe South, all in the mix in 2019.
We begin with number 2 singles. Miriam Gandam from Ann Arbor Huron was going for her second straight state title, going up against Savannah Matazuski of Midland Dow. And the senior Vassar commit would take care of business in her match. In the far court, Miriam would follow the serve with a nice cross-court winner as she would go on to win in straight sets to get her second consecutive 2 singles title. The River Rats finished in 6.
It's super exciting. You work towards this all year, and this is one of the most fun events to play, and so being able to go back to back and finish on a high is really exciting.
Let's go to 1 singles. We had the freshman Lily Jones of Grosse Pointe South taking on Carrie Miller, and we go to late in the first set. Nice back and forth volley, but Miller would put it at the net as Jones takes the first set 7-5. Miller won 1 singles in 2017 as a freshman, and after a year away from high school tennis, she was back at the top seed in this flight. Second set action, and she gets the backhand just in for the winner. She would follow that up with the forehand winner as she would take the second set 6-love. The junior Miller would carry that momentum into the third and deciding set. On match point, Jones hits it at the net as Miller claims 1 singles for the second time in 3 years. Ann Arbor Pioneer would take 5th place overall.
Well, I'm really happy. It's a really hard thing to do. States is definitely a tough tournament. I'm really glad that my team was here to support me.
Let's take a look at 3 doubles. Caitlin Ivkovitz and Marian Hembach of Grosse Pointe South in the near court, taking on Connie Gao and Michelle Tong from Northville. Heimbach for the Blue Devils gets the lob shot for the winner, and we were tied going into the third set. But the combo of Tong and Gao would prevail in the third set. Good back and forth volley here, and it would be Tong in front of the net for the winner, as the pair would go on to take 3 doubles. Northville as a team would end up in 4th place. We go to 3 singles. Laura Letty of Midland Dow was at the top seed going up against Jenna Silverman from Bloomfield Hills. In the far court, the freshman, Letty, with the winner down the line. She takes the first set 6-2. Then, with Letty serving for the match, Silverman would hit it at the net to clinch it for the freshman to win in straight sets to capture the 3 singles title. Dow with the 3rd place finish overall. Jump back to 4 doubles. Susan Bannon and Emily Gray of Bloomfield Hills in the far court, taking on Lana Rahawi and Julia Macri of Troy. Bannon and Gray would win it in straight sets 6-love and 6-4 to claim the 4 doubles title. Next to 1 doubles. Madison Narins and Hannah Tomina of the Blackhawks going toe-to-toe with Maya Mulchanandi and Sophie Juang of Northville. In the near court, Bloomfield Hills with the nice drop shot to the corner for the winner. But back comes Northville. Right after the serve, Juang follows it up with the nice winner down the line. It would be too much Narins and Tomina. On match point, a good back and forth volley, and the Northville attempt just goes out of bounds as they went on to win it in straight sets, as Bloomfield Hills ends up being the 2019 Division I state runners-up. Grosse Pointe South looking to win its first state title in 5 years. The freshman Mariah Hicks was taking on Claire Early of Midland Down. And the 9th grader would go on to win the 4 singles crown in straight sets.
I didn't expect to win, and I really, it was a good experience, and I just can't wait to see what Grosse Pointe South tennis brings in the future.
And finally, to 2 doubles. Anna Dietz and Claire Beardsell of the Blue Devils took on Madison DeYoung and Andrea Dam of Northville. After dropping the first set, Dietz and Beardsell would take the final 2 sets Hear the overhead smash at the front of the net for the winner as they would take the two doubles title. Grosse Pointe South goes on to win the Division I state title for the first time since 2014.
It's been a goal of ours from the beginning. We knew we had a lot of experience with freshmen and the upperclassmen. The good blend really helped us, and getting Lily in this year really helped. We knocked everybody down in the lineup, really helped, and we tried to stay grounded all year because we knew everybody's going to look at us this year to try to beat us, and our motto from the beginning of the year was play the ball and not the school, and let everybody else play Grosse Pointe South.
Thank you so much for watching this year's 2019 Girls Tennis MHSAA Lower Peninsula State Championships. For more, go to statechampsnetwork.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. Until next year, I'm Lauren Plant.